just completed a week 1, so I'm putting a little bit on tape for you to kind of show you where he's at the end of his first week. You ready? Hey, you ready? Let's go. Right. Come on. Good boy, come on. No, not quite. Come on. Good job. Back. Back up. Good. Right here. Sit. Stay. Stay. Okay. Good job. Right. Ready? Right. Yeah. Good. Come. Get. Good. Ready? Come. Ah, no, sir. He ain't done that in a couple days. Everybody getting you excited? Huh? No, off. Come. Come. Boy, come closer. Sit. Boy. Get it. Get it. Ranger, come. There it is. Get it. Good, come. Come closer. Boy. Get it. Oh, you missed it. Get it. Good, come. Come. Boy. Come on. Good. Hey, come on, sit. Thank you. Okay, so there's a thing with him. He's doing really good. Head is picked up at least. Attention, still 50-50. When I say his name, and he pays attention to me. He's still listening, doing the commands, even without the eye focus, which what I really like. But you know, he's got a couple things going against him. One, his breed alone. He's a hunting dog, and so he's doing what he is bred to do. He is wanting to look around, see what he can find, see what he can point out, and he finds it, he points it. It's so cute. But that's not what he's, you know, being worked for right now. So he needs to learn the difference between the two. And then also he's an unneutered male, and so a lot of of distractions go on with just that having against him alone. But he has to learn to work through all that and pay attention and still respect you and do what he's supposed to do. And for the most part, he's doing that. You know, I told him sit, stay, he stays. Tell him down, he downs. We don't stay just yet, but we're working on that. Things like that. He's not pulling. He's not like lunging at the end of the leash to go get things anymore. He's walking nice and loose to sit. And staying right there with you. And so if I turn or turn into him or turn away from him, he's still staying right there. If my pace changes, he stays right there with me. If I slow down or speed up, he slows down and he speeds up. So that's what I'm looking for. If I stop, it's pretty much an automatic sit now. We're about 90% of the way there. Sometimes I'm still having to use a hand signal or a verbal command and asking him to do it. Like I said, for that most part, he's automatically doing it. Leave it. Leave it. I do think he's had, you know, some kind of hunting training in there, just from the way that he hits this field and he's ready to go. So I don't really know his whole story, or if he's just that good, you know, bred from hunting dogs and a hunting line, that it's just that good of an instinct in him. I'm not really for sure, but there's definitely something there, and that's what he wants to do, and that's what he's bred to do. But other than that, you know, he's doing great. On our stays, I get to the end of my leash and he stays right there. So now I'm going to really start adding in some distractions, some tugging on him, some movement around him, stay. So making some noises, things like that. Today we have the dogs barking, and that was a distraction by itself. We have birds out in the fields. That's our biggest distraction, and he stays there. He does what he's supposed to do. So he's doing really good on understanding what that stay means. I'm just going to kind of amp it up and really push him and test him this last week on some different things on that. We're working on sitting and staying at doors and gateways. He does good. He wants to hover whenever I open up one. He don't think I see him, but I do. So I make him wait it out and let him calm down and go back into that sit and wait, so he's not bolting through them doorways and gateways. Jumping, today was the first day he's jumped on me in a couple days. I don't know if it's just because it's first thing in the morning and it's nice and cool, and we hear the geese and the ducks going by, so it's getting him excited, or if he's just excited anyways because it's a nice morning. But I told him no, off, and he instantly got off and went to that sit. So that just lets us know that he is picking up, that light bulb is clicking on what he's not supposed to do, and when he does something he's not supposed to do, what he is supposed to do to correct himself. So other than that though, he's doing great. I'm going to go ahead, put him up, and give him a break, and we'll see you at the end of his second week. Hey. Ready?